All right, welcome back. On RealCopStoriesVideos.com, now we have over 300 going on here. Vice, narcotics, gangs, pranks, personal stuff, bowling teams getting VD. Oh yeah, all kinds of stuff. Explosives, animals in lockers, all kinds of stuff. So look them up; they're pretty good. The last few I was a detective, but I found some more in my archives, big archives. Okay, here's one of them. Way back, I'm out of the academy. Maybe this is 47 years ago. Maybe 3 weeks. I don't know nothing. Okay, my uniform is still fluffy. It's wool, so it means it's still fluffy. It hasn't been worn off yet by either laundry or working in a uniform. I don't know nothing. So we get a call, police and siren call, which is called Code 3, sirens and red lights. Fire department's there, and I'm sitting there. I'm pretty much a passenger, even though I'm a police officer, because I'm kind of like watching. I watch everything this guy does, my train officer. So we get there. We pull up. Fire trucks are there. There's guys on the roof. And I don't know what we're doing here, because I'm even though I'm new, I'm thinking, well, it looks like fire department stuff. Firemen everywhere. And then they're coming out of the house with all their gear, so we get there, we're first officers there, and we walk up the sidewalk, and the firemen are coming out and they're just shaking their head, and I'm just following my partner. And my train officer goes, "What happened?" "Oh man, so I'll show you." So the fire captain takes us in the house. Here's a woman over here. The reason why they called us, because she's held back, she's wailing, something obviously traumatized her, okay? Probably in her 30s. So they're trying to hold her back, and now her kids, her relatives have held her back, so she's not a problem. Apparently she had jumped the fireman, not jumped him, but trying to get to her husband, which happens a lot, obviously. Anyway, so we get there. Here's his living room. Guys the gentleman's on the floor by the TV set, and he's covered in a plastic. He's deceased. Okay, and the place feels like smoke. There's black stuff on the ceiling. It's like I thought, my partner. I'm thinking. Something exploded? Was it the oven? Who was it? Well, here's what happened. They're watching TV. The husband goes up to change the channel. I tell you, man, if it's your time, if you believe in God or Buddha or karma or whatever, a car going down the alley. That's why they called us. That's a side thing. Drunk driver goes down the alley, hits a telephone pole. Okay, shears it off. The pole comes down on the house, on the roof. Hits you had in the old days, before you guys owned all this cable stuff, we had big, huge TV antennas. The power line comes down, hits the TV antenna. It's like lightning now. It goes down through the wire. It's a little skinny wire, down into the house, and as he's changing the channel, the TV explodes. Okay? And I'm not laughing necessarily. It's like amusing in the sense that what a way to go. I mean, blew them across the room, okay? Burned them all up because the whole tube blew up. This is before, flat discs. This is where your tubes for you youngsters, this big, and you turn the tube around. It's this deep. Okay, well, older people know that. And then it goes down to where the cathode, I guess, the tube, and that's where it plugs into the wiring. Huge tube full of all kinds of stuff. So, oh my gosh. So then we hear we hear guys yelling because we didn't have radios then. And other unit had gone to the alley, and the fireman with the drunk driver, they held him because he wanted to leave. He wanted to run. So the firemen detained him. That's why all the cops were there. So they took care of that guy. We just kind of stood there taking care of it, and she had calmed down, but still, how do you calm down? I mean, my gosh, your husband got literally blown up. And so we stood by and tried to make sure nobody disturbed him, even though we know how the cause of death is, but our job is to secure the scene, make sure nothing happens to these dead people, unfortunately, and their families. And so finally, a couple hours go by, and the coroner gets there. And it's not necessarily, and coroners will go there not just because there's a crime, they go there to take care of bodies too. Especially if you don't have any insurance, you have a place to go, you have nothing to do, the county will take over and take the body for her. And that's what they did for her. They didn't have any money. They were Latin people, Latin speaking, they don't know. So they took them away, and that was us. That was our 2.5 hours just waiting for the coroner, and whew, it's like, whoa, And that's one of many times the first 3 or 4 months of doing this job that I thought, this is something here. I mean, this is so exciting. I can't stand it. I want to work 24 hours a day. Feed me and put me in a rack or a bunk, and I'll do this for free. That's how exciting it is. I mean, this is like every day. Anyway, so that's what happened. I feel sorry for the guy. I mean, what are you going to do? It's just talk about time to go. Like I've always said, the Lord has a Rolodex and index cards, and when they pull your card, and nothing you can do about it. You can, sit at home and look in the dark, and I'll be okay. No. He's going to take you. Okay. So anyway, that's that story. Hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.